Hello, lovely people. So it is the night of Valentine's Day at the minute. And, I'm not the kind of bitch who's gonna sit around and just feel sorry for myself like on Valentine's Day when I could just be going out and having a fun night. You know? People are out having dinner, people are making plans, people are, sharing moments of reflection with people that they love very much and that they maybe want to spend the rest of their life with. And I do feel that about somebody. I feel that about myself. I love myself very much. I've been through a lot of hurdles mentally over the past year, and I'm an ever growing, ever changing individual, and a big part of the past year was redeveloping that love for myself and giving love to the inner child that I felt like I'd done a lot of harm to over the years. And so I'm going out to show love and appreciation for myself. So I am going to, I'm going out to the cinemas. I was going to go see Pillion, because the trailers for Pillion said that they were going to come out, so that film was coming out on Valentine's Day. But I think that's those were American trailers. So I am not seeing that now. So I just had to improvise something. It was a little devo, but listen, maybe watching Pillion tonight would just make me incredibly gay lonely. So you really don't know. So I'm just getting into a cute little improvised comfy outfit to go see the film We Bury the Dead. This Australian zombie flick that I know a fair few people that worked on it. So I wanted to go see it, just take a chance on it, and, just enjoy the night the best I can, and just, love me. Choose me. Love me. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna have my snacks, I'm gonna have my snacks, have a fun time, and just enjoy my own company. That's ultimately what this is about. I'm getting closer and closer to just pulling the plug on all men entirely, which I think is a huge step for us, because I think it's been like us to let men walk all over us, or to constantly try find rationality in the behavior of men when they just keep coming back after ghosting you. So we're going to talk about a simple idea of if he wanted to, he would. Okay? I am personally getting really fucking tired of men leaving me undelivered for weeks at a time, and then getting back to me randomly one day and being like, oh, sorry, I totally forgot, I've been so busy, or I'm such a bad texter, or just oh my god, sorry, didn't see this. There are 3 distinct lies going on there, okay? And I think what we need to teach men in this day and age is to stop lying. Because you look like a fool. You look like a fool. You look foolish. First of all, I'm busy. Everyone's busy. Everyone's busy, okay? Let's not act like we're special, and let's not act like us having a 9-to-5 inhibits you from being on your phone, inhibits you from being communicative with people. Okay? You're a bad texter. Let me tell you what, when someone says, sorry, I'm a bad texter, what that translates to. That means, hey, here's this problem that I have no intention of fixing. So I hope that you're just ready for that, And that is not good enough for me anymore. You're a bad texter? Work on it. If you're bad at something, you might want to work on that. Okay? If you're a shitty communicator, and you're aware of the fact that you're a shitty communicator, let's get some steps going to make us less of that. Let's open up the dialogue. Let's let's open some books, some self-help books maybe. Let's go order like a completely overpriced like masterclass subscription. Let's do something about it. Let's do something. Let's do something. And what was the other one? I didn't see this. I know you bitches are on your phones. Everyone is on their phone pretty much all the time. And I know that there are some people that are a little bit limited about it, but bitch, I know that you are on this shit. I know that you're on it. I know that you're on it at least at some point in the day. And the fucking audacity, I'm looking at a certain man in particular when I say this, okay? A man that I went on a date with that was successful and we had sex on a beach, okay? The man has the audacity to post on his fucking Instagram story, and at no point when you're sifting through these hot little sexy little edits of yourself, did you not see a DM from me? I know you fucking saw it. I know you fucking saw it. Stop lying. You're lying. So, the point being here, I am not entitled to you to want to spend time with me. I understand that. But can we just grow a little bit of a balsam? Can we just, like, have some courage? And just be like, hey, queen, not that interested. Hey, queen, thought I was interested, now I'm not. Hey, queen, it's just a hard time right now. Hey, queen, I'm not down. I don't know, just, like, let's have a dialogue. It doesn't have to be a dialogue. Just just be like, hey, have lost interest. At least that's something, okay? Because when you do this thing where you leave someone undelivered for ages and you just lay them out in a playground where they are completely at the will of their own imagination of what's gone wrong, and most of the time they will blame it on themselves. And that is a cruel thing to do to somebody. It's a cruel position to put them in. And let it be known, I am not immune to this. I have done this to people, and I have now become aware of it, very aware of it, and its profound impact on people. And now I am being honest, and I'm being upfront about it. So I'm controlling my impact. So I need these men to control their impact. Okay? You're a bad texter? Fix it. You're not on your phone? Yes, you are. You're lying. What the fuck was the other one that I said? I've been busy. We're all fucking busy, okay? If you're so busy that you can't communicate at all, and it's taking you to the point, then, like, that you're, like, leaving people just out to dry, maybe that's something you should deal with. Maybe that's something that you should understand, that maybe if you're so busy that you can't do that kind of stuff, you can't, like, keep people in the loop and communicate after you fuck them. I just think you need to reevaluate your priorities then if you're that busy. If you're that busy, girl. If you're that fucking busy. So, yeah. Let's learn our lessons well, okay? Pick up the phone. If you want to tell me I'm fug, if you want to tell me I'm chopped, or if you just feel that internally, let's bring it out. Let's bring it out. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Let's bring it out. So this is the fit. You know, I love going out and not wearing pants because, I don't know, it makes me feel subversive in some way, shape, or form. But I think I look cute. Got the New York fringe jacket, little pom-pom hat. It is nighttime, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta have fun. Sometimes you just have to go with it and not let yourself be limited by people out there that would just have you dim your shine, you know? It's not feasible. It's not feasible. But yeah, this is the cute little fit. It's kind of giving, like, homoerotic vape addiction to me. Like, I'm in the street and I'm like, can't find my vape, and I'm like, do you know that thing that people do when they're like, if you notice that your friend is looking for their vape, chances are they've been trying to subtly look for it for a good, 15 minutes. And now they're at the point where they don't care about the social grace and composure of trying to be subtle about their addiction. At this point, they're literally just, scrambling for anything. Now they're, scrambling for a solution. Now they're looking for any, means possible to get their fucking vape back. And that is what I feel like this outfit almost represents in a certain type of way. It's like I'm looking around for my vape, I'm bending down all over, and because, you know, I have my got no pants, I bend over, and then like, oh my god, my underwear, and then, you know, obviously when I'm bending over, my underwear's out, then like some guy, some preferably like 6'3", like doctor, kind of, what's the, orthopedic doctor, like slowly slides my underwear down to my ankle and fucks me in the ass. Like, that is very much what this outfit is giving. I'm so excited about it. Anyway, I gotta go, otherwise I'm gonna be late, but much love. I made it back from the film. It was actually really good. It was like a zombie movie about like, it's called We Bury the Dead. It's an Australian one. It was made in Albany, which is, if anyone doesn't know, a small town down in the southern part of Western Australia. I'm just looking for my charger so I can charge my phone so everything doesn't die. So, yeah, it was a really like inventive movie. It was about like a explosion that went off that killed like 500,000 people in Tasmania, like instantly, but then some of their bodies start coming back to life. And the idea is that they're not like, but it's not like that they're not, at least initially, not aggressive. They're like quite docile. But the longer that they, as you discover in the film, spoilers, as the longer that they are active after death, the more agitated and aggressive they become. But it was a very interesting movie. Like it uses like the zombie apocalypse like genre to like tackle themes of like a troubled relationship and grief and, you know, like things being left unsaid when things are left unsaid in a relationship, and how that can kind of all go away when somebody dies. Like how all the things that felt like they mattered so much in your relationship cease to matter after they die. Meaning, the fights that you have, or like the bad things, you're like, oh, was it really worth fighting about all these things? Because now I will never have closure or anything from any of that because this person is now dead. I don't know, it was at the very least a very inventive movie. I actually really fucked with it. The ending was like, I think almost there. Like, I get the ending. It didn't like quite leave me with that feeling of cuntiness that pushed it over the edge of me being like this was fucking amazing. But it was like, I got the ending, and it was really good. It was a really well put together film, in my opinion. And the shots were really good for like a more independent Australian film. Like the thing, like the meta with films made in Perth usually, or Australian films like this in general, where it's kind of an original concept. It's like the money mainly goes to hiring a lead or someone that will sell the movie. So you'll be, in this case, it was Daisy Ridley of Star Wars repertoire. And then everything else, they do their best with. But this was really well put together. It felt very, it was just a nice, to watch, kind of something that felt very original. And I liked that. Shots were really cool as well. Yeah, fucked with it. I fucked with that heavy. And then I came home, and now I'm about to watch a bit of The Pit. I've ordered some pizza, enjoying my night to myself, but it wouldn't be a Valentine's Day vlog without some, reflection of what romance means to me in my life and all that good stuff. You could see, I feel like you could see the reflection of everything in the room off my forehead right now. It is just, I want to bleach my eyebrows, but the problem is, I'm worried if I bleach my eyebrows, there's just going to be so much fucking head. But that's life, You gotta make your fashion mistakes so you know how to pivot from them. But, so, yeah, so I came home and I just was watching some friends' Instagram stories and stuff, and they have like these very thoughtful partners who think of all this really beautiful, cute stuff to do like with each other. And I was talking to girls at work today, like, about what their partners are doing. And obviously, you know, you could be like, I don't need a man. I'm focusing on my own company. Like, I don't fucking like I'm fucking slay and pussy throb on my own. Okay, I don't need some chopped ass man to make me feel like I'm worth it. But the thing is, sometimes it would be very nice. It would be very nice. But and so it just left me reflecting of like, when will that kind of love find me? And this is a tale as old as time. The advice that is correct but never comforting for this situation is that it just will happen in time, I'm sure. Like, it'll just happen when I don't expect it. And don't expect it. But, yeah, again, it's not very comforting advice. But I've thought about this. I was talking about this to some girls at work. I think that the guy that for me will come into my life, I have a prediction that I'm probably going to, because I don't know what to expect out of a relationship, and I'm in a state of mind where it's like, I think there's probably part of me that's so desperate to be in a relationship that I will probably accept someone that is basically almost there for what a relationship probably should be, but he probably won't be like, either won't be for me or has some like character flaws, some things. I'll probably end up being with something that I'm not suited for to start with, because I'll be like, oh, it's close enough. Like, and I'll just accept it, you know, and then act, and like, I'll probably trick myself into thinking that I'm in love with that person. And then probably partway through that, someone will come into my life after the anxiety of not having a partner has subsided from my mind. So like, I'll be like, oh, I have a partner. I'm finally doing the thing. That single drought of my life is gone. And then I'll be like, okay, now we just settle into this new relationship. And that will be when I take my eye off the ball, I think, off of like looking around at guys and things like that, you know, because I'll be like, okay, now I'm like with someone and it's great, da-da-da. And then I think once I take my eye off the ball, that's when somebody will enter into my life that I think probably understands me more. Or I understand them more, or is just more suited. We're more suited for each other. And then it will probably end up turning into a really messy situation where I'm going to have to tell my partner I met someone else, or it's going to turn into a fight and we break up, then I immediately hook up with this person, or I don't know. And at this point, it's seeming like a genetic predisposition, because that has happened a lot in my family. Like, a lot of beautiful relationships that have formed in my, like, family, extended family, all that kind of stuff have happened via, like, varying shades of gray of adultery, more or less, cheating. And it's through those situations that you learn how gray those situations can truly be, because it's very easy to, on paper, be like, cheating is never the right answer. And I, in a pinch, agree. Like, granted, everything is within your power. You should break off your relationship with someone before you try to start a relationship with somebody else. But I've learned through a lot of different situations that there are a lot of varying ways that is either not possible or not right timing. I don't know. It's like, it's just very gray. And it's a difficult conversation to have, because I don't want to come across that I'm normalizing cheating, but it is it's a true fact of life that it's not always black and white. And I would say most of the time it's not. So I think that I'm probably mark your calendars that I said this. That's my prediction of probably how I'll end up with somebody, I think. The person that I'm meant to be with. But who knows? Hopefully I can achieve it without all the anguish and heartbreak and having to drag someone else that I'm not really suited for and I'm just like using as a stepping stone. Hopefully I can avoid all that. But, you know, who knows with me? But yeah, I feel good. I'm not like particularly like, I get lonely at times, but I think I've very much put a lot of focus this year into like a lot more fulfilling activities that just involve me and not other people. And then deleting Grindr has been super, super helpful. It's just like, it's a growing process. People's feelings surrounding loneliness is a very growing process, and that's why there's a lot of suicide around Valentine's Day and Christmas, because these are holidays specifically about enjoying the company of other people. And I don't have that company. And that doesn't hurt me the way that it used to. So that's really, really good. I think that makes me really happy, but I still feel a longing. But how could I not, you know? I'm surrounded by so many beautiful relationships. I think it's normal to be jealous of that. So I'm pretty okay with my casual yearning. But Valentine's Day has been nice. I just worked, took myself on a date to the movies, gonna eat some pizza and watch a show I really like. And that's a pretty good day to me. And if anyone here is lonely on Valentine's Day, just keep on trucking, girl. Just, you gotta figure out how to enjoy yourself first, I guess, is what I'm getting at.